Welcome everybody. Just so you know, we hit record because we were saying like really profound shit. And I was like, we should be recording this. And then we hit record, assholes tightened, and here we are.
Right.
Um,
Now
we
we
are
have nothing
chatting
to say.
because this is actually our first recording of the year and we're doing fun things. And that's what we were chatting about is how things are changing up and how fun it is going to be. Yay!
Hey,
So
hey,
we were talking
macho.
about some books. Can you hear Macho barking?
Yeah.
Okay. I have the door closed. There's just zero insulation in this house. And he's barking because the door is closed to the office.
He was like, Mom.
Yeah. He's like, that's where I lay in the morning on your lap.
Mom.
Let me in. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
First.
Year.
Happy New
Mhm.
Year. Should we do a rapid catch up on things that we have talked about since things that have happened since November 19th when
Yeah, we took a big break.
we did. Whew.
I think we
But
needed it.
we've recorded a couple of episodes in there, and we found much like Gilligan's Island, I think we found a lost episode from this summer where I think we spend a lot of time talking about the Pope. At least I
Yeah.
hope
Did we
that's what we
release
did.
that one yet?
No, it's just sitting there. Hello, Rose.
Yeah, we definitely need to release that one. Maybe we'll do two in a week. Or we could throw that one on the Substack.
Yeah, let's throw it on the Substack. Do you want to do a quick outline of what's changing, and then we can talk about we could we could we could talk about our hair some more.
Yeah. Because
Maybe those
any
are
of
like
you,
the
if you don't go on the YouTubes and check it out, we do
you're
spend
missing out.
quite a lot of time fucking around with our hair because
Turns
that's
out
all we do is look at ourselves.
I
So
I tried to have a Zoom meeting without looking at myself the other day, and I don't think I'm capable anymore.
no.
Like the transformation in 6 years from I will never turn on this fucking camera. You guys can go get bent
Yeah.
to I can't focus on this meeting unless I can look at my eyebrow.
Yeah. I have to have my camera on. Yeah. There's certain meetings I don't put it on for just because okay.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
New year
New
changes
year,
to
new
the
pod.
new year, new pod. Uh, changes to the pod. Number one, we have an actual website, mentalfunnybone.com. Go over there, check it out. It's fun. I love it. I love it. I love it. Number two, we also have a Substack that you can reach from from mentalfunnybone.com. It's not the mentalfunnybone.com. Excuse me. It's mentalfunnybone.com.
Mental funny.
So you can hit up our Substack from there. And when you subscribe to our Substack, which is free, you do have the option to throw us some money if you want to, but there is a free option, which is fantastic. Go ahead and take that one. Sign up and you will be an official subscriber. And that will give you access to our bonus episode weekly, which will be the 3 of us. We don't have Becca right now, but most of the time we'll have Becca.
It's early
And it'll be
morning.
the 3 of us bullshitting around. So our regular episode that will be released weekly will be approximately 30 minutes. And that'll be when we're talking about the mental health, self-help, the books we're reading, that type of shit. And then the extra bonus episode will be us making each other laugh pretty much. So you definitely want to head over and get signed up for that. mentalfunnybone.com. There is a section under Substack. Head over there. There's Macho.
Macho says, do it.
Do it. And if you sign up as a subscriber, you will also get notified when we throw out our weekly publication on there, which is the weekly Funny Bone. So, and those will be super short little tidbits of things that we learn along the way just to share with you. And like I said, super short. You won't have to read for 10 hours. They won't be so profound that you can't understand it, because that's what I see sometimes. I think that's it. Is that it? Oh, and we're going to start with a book called Meditation for Fidgety Skeptics. And it is by Dan Harris, Jeff Warren, with someone else. I can't see it from here. But Dan Harris and Jeff Warren were at the
Jeffrey
meditation
Epstein.
retreat.
No, no, Jeffrey Goldstein.
We couldn't do that. It's not Goldstein. Oh, that's one of the, yeah, Jeffrey. Well, we couldn't, if it was Epstein, it would all be redacted. So we couldn't read it.
Oh my
It
god.
would make it
What?
very difficult to discuss.
All redacted.
All
Yeah.
redacted.
No, I don't know why, like, I don't know why I don't know why I had the outburst. So sorry,
Loved
because
it because it was funny.
that is the name that popped into my head. I was like, and I can picture Jeffrey Goldstein, the meditation guy that hangs out with Dan Harris all the time.
Mhm.
Like, I can picture his face, but Epstein popped out. Anyway, no, Jeff, well, I hope people don't keyword in on that from the transcript. Anyway, uh, you were saying that Jeff Warren was at the meditation retreat and uh, he talks a lot. He talks a lot about neurodivergence and meditation and how his life was sort of a mess, and he might be one of my favorite meditation people because he's just so authentic and so real, and
Mhm.
he doesn't come at you with like a I, because I've been doing a lot of the 10% happier. I've been participating a lot in the meditation, and some of the meditation people just come across as, "Hi, welcome to meditation." And for those of us that have maybe a faster pace to their brain, sometimes that can be a little bit grating. We'll go ahead and finish one thought, and then we'll talk about how you look like a Star Wars character.
2.
You look like Padme from the one that had Jar Jar Binks in it.
Well, it's better than looking like Jar Jar Binks, I guess.
Are we allowed to say that? I don't know.
Why?
Because he was
Because,
so racist. Like, everything
because
about that movie, so racist. Anyway, we're not going there. We're not going Jeffrey Epstein, we're not going the racism of early
can
Star Wars movies. We're not.
can I go somewhere? Are we done talking about what we're doing? Like, that's the
Yeah,
plan. This is what we're
yeah.
doing. We have the website, mentalfunnybone.com. Go check it out. Sign up for a Substack. If you wanna be like the cool kids, do it. That's all.
Yeah, we already have subscribe.
Subscribers. We
I
got
can't
subscribers.
I can't believe that people tune in to listen to me say shit like that every week. It just blows my mind. And to everyone, I think the last thing I want to say to everyone that sent me a Facebook message, and to everyone that checked in to make sure that we were okay, to everybody that sent me a text or said, "Hey, we haven't had new material," or even to those of you that were like, "What the fuck is going on? I want my mental funny bone." Thank you,
Yeah,
because it
we love
does make
that.
me feel good. And the answer is no. No, we weren't all right, but we feel better now.
Mhm. Yeah, we needed a
And
break.
yeah, part of the trick to doing these things is to recognize that I can't keep doing that thing anymore. I can't keep doing that. That's not going to help anything. And a a really big piece of courage is to come back and not be like, "Oh well, this will never work out because it didn't. It made me sad 2 weeks ago, so I don't want to touch it again." So uh, thumbs up to you for really jumping back in and putting a shit ton of stuff together. And thanks to Becca for being so damn excited about it, except not early in the morning because she, she works in retail and she's in her 20s.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just so
God
everybody
bless.
knows, it is, 7 a.m. on a Saturday that we're doing this.
Right. Right.
Maybe that's not early for you guys, but I was kinda pissed off about it this morning.
I have to admit that in order to be online at 7 a.m., I had to get up at 6 and I was so pissed when the alarm
Mhm.
went off. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I need 20 minutes to sit on my phone and scroll around.
Well, I was mad because Macho and Noah wanted to get up at, like, 10 after 6. I was like, "Really? Really, guys?
Guys,
Really?
I
We're
have
so
20
close.
more
Can you
minutes.
just go back to bed?" What? Ugh. Anyway,
Okay, what are we talking about? That's it. That's all the
okay.
like, this is what we used to do, and we're
Yep. This is
look
what we're
who's
doing
back.
now.
Shady is back.
Back
Back
again
again.
with mom's spaghetti.
Oh,
Um, so what I wanted to bring up. Oh, the dog's in here now. Okay.
I heard
Um,
him.
okay. I just wanted to bring up one thing going on in the world right now. I mean, there's so many things I want to bring up, but I won't. The one thing I'm going to bring up though is seriously,
All of it? Like, all of
I seriously never want to hear anybody bitching about participation awards again.
right. here's your honorary Nobel Peace Prize. I just really wanted this. Come on, man.
Look at me smiling, and I will say,
It's making me
this
sweat.
this is one of the original reasons that, I was not a fan of Donald Trump, is because he does things that I don't want my kid to think is okay, like whining like a fucking baby until you get your way.
But it's not like no one he just somebody had it. It's like, when the men's soccer team at Bethany College won the national championship in 1994, and I was at Bubba's Bison Inn, and I talked one of the freshmen into letting me have the ring for a night. Like, I didn't win a national championship, but I sure did have that ring on, like, 3 of my fingers,
Mhm.
and I was
Yeah.
dancing around like that. I was, grinding on people, if you will,
Mm.
at
Yes.
Bubba's Bison Inn. Um,
It's a good place to grind.
so yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
I just
but
thought was just really,
yeah,
really it's really it just it makes me wanna it makes my stomach hurt.
I
Um,
will
so
I will also get political just for 2 seconds.
Mhm.
I was in the airport yesterday, and I in I was coming back from Raleigh, and it's freezing everywhere. Like, it
It's
was
so cold.
22 degrees in Raleigh, and I have never seen people bundled up like this. Like, it looked like Alaska, like, with the long,
Alaska.
like Alaska, driving coats and the, hats with the what do you call that? Pom-pom on the
Balls.
top. Try not to say as many balls this year. Fuzzy ass mittens, and they're pulling the scarves around their faces. It looked like, Chicago in, November, but I didn't have a coat, and I had on like a cute little, sweater with like, sweaters have holes in them. Like, they're not very warm unless you layer them, and I wasn't. So, I had, like, cute little, Rothy's flats on. Also Rothy's, if you wanna be a sponsor, we're definitely open
Yeah.
to
I'm
that. I
I'm
love your
all
shoes.
for I'm all for testing those out and
Right.
talking
So if
about them
you
for a whole half hour if you need me to. Only if you send me free shit.
I like the sneakers that you have in black, I would like those. Thank you. I wear the I wear the other ones everywhere with my business outfits. So,
Yeah, the Rothy's are
anyway,
definitely my favorites.
dropping the rental car off, a
Mhm.
dad and his son were behind me, and I'm standing there shivering, waiting to get on the rental car bus. And, they were nice enough to be like, "Oh, let me help you get your things on." And then we all sat down, and the man looked at my shoes, which are like the pointed flats, and definitely not winter shoes, not boots, not
Yeah.
socks. She can't wear socks with those. And he's like, "Oh," and he had like the most adorable North Carolina Southern accent. And he was like, "Oh, y'all didn't even wear socks." I was like, "No, no, I
Yeah.
didn't." It was 70 when I got here on Saturday. I'm just gonna point out that I was hot in the same outfit.
Yeah.
I was sweating. He was like, "Oh, I know, it's so unpredictable." Like, just adorable, and his son was there, and you could tell, like, he was taking him on, like, a business trip, and he was teaching him the business, and
Aw.
they ended up behind me in the TSA line, and we ended up in the American lounge together, and he's like, "Ma'am, are you stalking me?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was just about to ask you the same question." And we had a good laugh about it, and, he and his son, like, sat down at the lounge is set up, like, not so you can meet your fellow travelers, but so you can easily ignore them. So he was, like, catty corner from me, and, we ended up yelling at each other over the shared space, much to the chagrin of everyone else in that lounge at 6:30 AM, because he was not a quiet man, and I am not a quiet lady. Um, it was just so nice. He's like, "What do you do? Where are you going?" "We're going to Dallas. If you're on my plane, I'm calling the cops." Like, he was hilarious. And his son was like, "Thanks." And his son was participating in the conversation, not like hiding behind his hair, like a lot of that particular generation. Just really a nice, sweet interaction. He's like, "I would offer to buy you a coffee, but it's free." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it's all right." And then he took off his shirt, and he had a "Make America Great" T-shirt on again. Again. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I never saw him wear it before, but you know what I mean.
It was
And
yeah, MAGA.
a little part of me was like, "Meow, meow,
Died.
meow."
Yeah.
But I think what I took away from that interaction, what the universe is maybe trying to show me is that it's not about the collective. It's about the individual.
Yeah.
So I,
Well,
you know,
that's part of my, like, bitch about everything is that, everybody just lumps everybody
mhm,
into one side, and it's just it's stupid. It's fucking
yeah,
stupid. We all need to
one of
fucking
the
grow up and, realize that we're not doing any good for each other right now.
right. We just
Oops.
have to look out for each other. One of the greatest people that I ever met when it came to politics was Dr. James Alexander. Do you remember me telling stories about Dr. Alexander? So
Mhm.
he was Ronald Reagan's doctor. On his assignment in the Navy was he was assigned to Marine One, that president's helicopter, when Ronald Reagan was in office. So if Ronald Reagan was taking the helicopter, Dr. Alexander was on board to to be the guy that took care of him should something uh, happen. So as 9/11 unfolds, we all go, Dr. Alexander and the people who are working at the research institute I was working at the time go to DC, and we're sitting in the lobby of the Willard Hotel. I
One of my
totally told this story.
favorite, weekends or days of my like, I mean
It's just
anyway, go ahead,
one
go ahead.
one that I go back to all the time, and I know we've told this story on here before, but since everyone doesn't memorize every episode, particularly me, I don't memorize every episode. Um, Sitting at the bar in the Willard Hotel, which if you look up the history of the Willard Hotel, is where we get the term lobbyist from, the lobby of the Willard Hotel. And the bar there is a circle and it is in its own little space. It is one of the most gorgeous spaces I've ever had the opportunity to sit in. So Dr.
Yeah,
Alexander and I are sitting there having drinks, and always very actioned, Dr. Alexander, always very focused on the goal. So we never really talked about like Republican, Democrat. And I was like, well, I don't want to make anything uncomfortable. Because this is back when we were kind of sensitive about making other people uncomfortable. I was like, is it Republican or Democrat for you? He's like, neither. He's like, it depends on what we're talking about. He's like, I have very fixed ideas about specific things. He's like, I don't, I think, he's like, I think the world would be so much better if we were able to talk about an issue without being loyal to a party. And he's like,
mhm,
if you're very savvy about these things and you don't want to get caught up in that, he's like, that is the way to approach real change. He's like, I've never seen the country so united by something. And he was like, my fear is that we're not going to take advantage of that. And here we are.
yeah,
Anyway, that was just my little political thing, is that the individual people are more important than the party affiliation. Like I am
yeah, for sure. And I
I
mean, honestly, like, what's going on? I don't in my mind, it's just, like, extreme shit extreme shit on both sides seems to be taking over, and it's
yeah,
just absurd. Like, most of us are in the middle here
yeah,
who and we just want people to calm the fuck down.
right. Just let's just stop and think. Let's just stop and think and stop uh treating policy and things that affect your neighbors and people that you love like it's a football game.
Yeah,
Political parties are not NASCAR teams. Political parties are not things where the outcomes don't make much of a difference and everyone has fun betting. These are the way society runs. It isn't who's going to get a trophy at the end. Like no
yeah.
one wins. Nobody
No.
wins. So there's no point in your loyalty. You never get the satisfaction of being like, yes, yes, we're going to win the Venezuela trophy. Like, and also the US government has been doing that same shit for so long, just slightly more clever about how we did it back then. Just saying. Okay, that'll be it, because I am fucking like sweating. I don't know.
Oh.
It
So you
it
can get
makes me
Botox in
upset.
your armpits so it doesn't actually leak out?
Yeah, Olivia is looking into it because she sweats like a bitch.
Yeah,
Liv, I love
one
you.
of
I
the
love you. So sorry that I'm just revealing all of these
She
things.
doesn't listen to this.
Sorry.
She doesn't fucking
No.
know.
She's like,
Um,
"I live with you."
I've recently found, and I d no clue what happened or how this happened, New York real estate shows, like, they're reality, and I don't watch reality TV. I'm not so much a fan of reality TV. I
Did
don't
Selling
watch any of it,
Manhattan?
really. Yeah, so, I started with Selling Manhattan, which is, like, one of the more recent ones. So now I'm back to, like, the original ones where it all started. And there are several different New York ones, all the same concept. You know, people have way too much fucking money is basically what it is. And I tried to watch the ones on the West Coast, like the LA ones, and I just
Selling
can't. Like,
Sunset?
yeah, like, I can't. It's I started with New York, and I just have to stay with New York, like, because in LA, like, a big ass house that's built into a mount, like, that makes sense that that costs a lot of money. In New York, like, there is shit that is just unreal, like, anyway, so that is how I found out about Botox in your armpit, because one of the real estate guys gets Botox in his armpits so he doesn't sweat through his shirts.
Right, right, you can get it in your hands too. Although, can you imagine getting a shot in the palm of your hand? Like,
No,
that
no,
makes my hands
there's
sweat.
yeah, no, there's
Yes,
no way.
interesting thing about the universe, I, too, separately from you, without having discussed anything, have gotten hooked on specifically New York real estate shows because I
Yeah.
did try Selling Sunset, and in the first couple of episodes I watched, the girls were fighting because one was a
Yeah.
model and obviously a cokehead in the '90s, and she was like, "I never did coke." Right, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, like, I just couldn't get into it.
I agree, and because, YouTube and Facebook and all of these things kind of talk to each other, uh, Facebook Reels will serve me up some of the most interesting New York real estate stuff, like not reality shows, but like real real estate agents walking you
Yeah.
through apartments in Manhattan.
I'm, like, obsessed with it, like, I need to do that because
Like
I'm kind of, like, getting annoyed because 'cause I'm watching, what's the one I'm watching now? Selling shit, I don't
selling
know.
shit. What a terrible name for a show.
It's the original one that
Don't
started.
watch
Oh,
that.
$1,000,000 Listing, is that what it
Oh,
is?
yes. Oh,
Or
like a little
something.
rat face man with tight pants. Why is it always a little rat face guy with tight pants selling this stuff?
I don't know. The 3
He's got
people
his
that,
tight
like
pants on.
there's Louis, the little guy. The guy who it's there was one guy that it started with, and he was like, I'm not. This is fucking stupid." Um, anyway, but the main guy that I started watching it for is the guy who's in Selling Manhattan, which is Ryan Serhant, and I love him because he's funny, mostly. At least I think so. But I wanted to watch, like, the, Selling yeah, that second one, Selling Manhattan. It's about him starting his own company. The first one, the $1,000,000 Listing, is about him just, like,
Being a
selling real estate for somebody else's company, and, it's fascinating watching the end before the beginning and then watching it's amazing because I was like, "Wow, I really like him in that second one." But this one, like season 1, season 2, maybe even season 3, I kinda wanted to kick him in the groin, but then he'd say funny things. So anyway, yeah, I'm obsessed. And Noah hates that I watch it and he doesn't wanna watch it, but then he'll come out in the living room while I'm watching it and he can't stop watching it. And then he'll be like, I don't wanna watch this. And then he'll go in the bedroom and then the next morning he'll be like, "So what happened? Did Frederick and Ryan get along? Did they beat each other up? What happened with that other guy?"
I love it so much. Like the the fact that the fact that he'll be like, what happened in the relationship? Like
Yeah.
he's not interested in, hey, did the rich guy who
Did
was
it
selling the
sell?
entire
Yeah.
apartment book of apartments or really like whatever,
Yeah.
did that guy make $1 billion? Because I was curious about that.
Yeah. That's the other thing that's amazing. I really like the sellers. I love them because, the interaction that happens every time is, "How much do you wanna list it for?" And the seller says, $8 bazillion. And the agent says, "Mm, that's not gonna happen. Let me tell you why." And they come out with, like, a perfectly fine explanation, and they are the expert, and the seller will go and they'll say, "We should just go for 1,000,000." And the seller will go,
Mm,
"No." Figure out a way to get $1 bazillion. That's the only way you get the listing.
Great, thank you.
Okay. It's yeah, I obviously I couldn't do it. The amount of real estate agents that are in New York, just in the city is insane too.
I like I have no concept. I also think that real estate is one of those jobs that everybody thinks that they can do.
Yeah, and it's
And if you're gonna be any good at it, you have to, like, have some specialized skills and knowledge about that
yeah.
stuff, and, like, I I
Yeah, for a
I'm
minute I was
always
like,
in awe.
I'm moving to New
Gonna pay
York
me
and
more.
selling apartments."
Like, that guy made $400,000.
Right. This guy made $1,000,000 off that one sell, and he did it in a half hour. It's
My god.
amazing.
It is like when they put can lighting in the ceiling on the home improvement shows. I'm like, "I could do that." It took him a commercial break. Um, oh, yes, that is the what were we did we have a point to this conversation? Are
No.
we just, are we just riffing?
Let's see, you talked about sweating. So I told you about
Oh,
both butts
yeah,
in the
yeah.
armpits,
Oh, we
and
were
then I
talking
told you
about,
about where I got it from.
politics. We were talking about
Yeah.
politics, and
Let's
we just wanted one quick, politics thing before we segued into talking about, Jeff Warren, I think, is where we were at the beginning.
yeah. I don't really think like
Been reading the skeptics?
we're not gonna talk about the book today because we haven't started reading it. We just decided that
Can
that's
we
what we're gonna do.
can we talk a bit about meditation, though?
We can.
Because Jeff Warren, I think but I'm so far behind on 10% Happier, like, no one can keep up with all that content. Like,
What are you talking 10% happier the podcast?
yeah, 10%
Okay.
Happier the podcast, 10% Happier the app, 10% Happier the Substack. No one can keep
Do
up.
they have an app again? Because
Yeah, no, just, recently
I thought it
released.
was
Like,
really? I thought it was just Substack.
no, they added
Hmm,
an app. They're moving from Substack to the app because
okay.
people found Substack a bit confusing.
Okay, now I remember the beginning of that conversation, but I haven't paid attention. I haven't done any
Right.
of the meditations or anything with Dan Harris since I don't know, since
In his,
life went haywire
right,
somehow in
like,
November.
beginning of November.
Yeah, fuck.
Like, what happened? Yeah, they released the app at the, like, very end of last year, like, they did a soft release, and in the beginning of the year, they did a meditation. They did a guided like a whole series, meditation
Okay,
series, that's what it is. Like
okay.
a reset that everyone could do and kind of follow along with for the new year.
Now, which
Um,
one is it? Is it Happier Meditation is the name of the app, or is it 10% with
10%,
Jan Harris? Oh, yeah, because
10% with
I could see by the background here.
yeah,
That's his latest
that
background.
would be the thing. And because you were on the Substack, you probably got an email and you can join the app for free.
Oh, excellent. I'll have to search through my emails. It was
Yeah.
probably because I've ignored them for a while, so it probably
Mhm.
went to
Yeah.
my junk one, um, because I've ignored everything for a while.
Right. Yes. I get it. I get it. It's an interesting these are interesting times. But the app is nice, but I can't figure out when to listen to the app and when to listen to the podcast. So um that just might be a little bit I know when Dan Harris listens to this podcast, that may be just a little bit of feedback for him. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
when to
yeah.
interact with what. Um, I have put the Tuesday live meditations on my calendar, so at least I do that once a week.
Yeah,
And
I was doing those, last year.
before
Yeah,
in, pre times in the
yeah.
pre times. Um, so he had, Seth Meyers on this week, and Seth Meyers is so he hosts the Late Show, right? Like, he took over Dave Letterman's old job from the '90s, and he talks about what it's like to be a talk show host, and he talks about being a dad, and he talks about, like, the inner
I've seen
critic.
him yeah, I've seen him interviewed before, like and I get a lot of his reels on my Facebook, but go ahead.
And he just talks about having some mental health struggles and what it was like to work at SNL, which sounds like one of the most toxic places to be. He's like, imagine you are super good at your job and you come into work every day, and now everybody is super good at that same job. He's like, that's what 5 years, my first 5 years at SNL was like. I would write shit that I thought was hilarious, and we would do the table read, and I was like, "I would pick that as number 12 of the funniest things heard today." He's like "And the only way to get on camera is to get your stuff that you wrote into the show."
Yeah,
He and
that's
he's like, "I was a bit part in everyone else's sketches for 5 years." He's
dear
like, "And
God.
it hurts. It hurts." And you come into work and you're so anxious because when you're a performer, all you're doing is taking what's inside in your soul and laying it bare for everyone else to be like, "Oh, I liked Amy's better." And he's like, it's not that they were wrong because I would look at it and be like, "Yeah, I liked Amy's better." He's like, "But how do you reconcile your, uh, eh, the part of your personality that's based on being the best at that to being somebody who was, able to do that for a living instead of being the best in the room?"
Yeah,
It
that's
it
I
was an awesome listen.
well, I'm gonna go through my email when we're done here and see if I can find the free thing, and,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
I'm
was
excited.
very nice. It was very, very nice. And then, there was another one of them. Uh, he had another guest on, Esther, is her name, and she was talking about, uh, life, like your life force, and I listened to that when I went to my new yoga studio, and, before then and then after when I came out of my new yoga studio, and loved that one too, like, wanted to come home and talk about it. Um, choosing choosing the things that bring you joy is a little bit about what's on my meditation mind these days. And the uncanny ability of the universe to point things out to you on occasion, which I think is a neurological and neuroscience thing I would like to look into. Is it is it the universe being like, "Hey, let me just put these things in front of you," and then because I'm thinking about things that are related, I'm like, "Oh, look, the universe," and it's just
Yeah.
what's in my head. But I would like to dig into those kind of things. So these are the my 2026 things I'm interested in. New yoga studio, which is slightly different than the old yoga studio in that it's more relaxed and less Housewives of Washington County.
Mm.
So I like that. Even though the Housewives of Washington County were good, they were a learning experience. This
Where's
was
your new yoga studio?
it's in an attic in Cannonsburg.
Ooh,
It's
cool.
it's it's over top of the candy store, and I'm
I
blanking
dig
on
that.
the name of it right now, but I went to a yoga 1 class, and it was filled up. It was Christmas break, though, so there was a lot of, like,
Yeah,
college kids home, and they were there, but I was the youngest person there by, like, maybe a decade.
that's why you
For
like
except
it.
for except for the college kids. And then I did yoga too, and it was just me and the yoga teacher and another lady. And that was a little nerve-wracking because then I have to feel like I have to explain my ability or inability to do yoga. I'm like, "I'm not sure I belong in yoga too." And she's like, "It doesn't matter."
Yeah, I would need, like, a yoga negative.
No, no, you don't. You don't, because you just the important part is that you're breathing and you're focusing
No,
on breathing.
I mean, forever ago when we went to Raleigh, uh, when we picked up Liv? Were we picking
Yeah,
up Liv?
May.
Yeah. When I did the yoga with you, I did enjoy it. I just didn't keep it up. Um,
Yeah,
so I'd
because
like to do that.
that's how our brains are wired. But, Canonsburg isn't super far for you, half an hour.
Yeah, but you have
There's
to pay money
800
to do
closer
that,
places. It's
and you have to pay
it's
money to do that, and I have a bunch of shit downstairs that I can do it on my own.
this was my criteria because I also did a financial reset during Christmas break where I went through 2 years of my you need a budget data and pulled out all of the subscriptions,
Subscriptions?
all of my recurring credit card payments, not just
Yeah.
subscriptions, but gym membership, like everything that I handed over my, account number for and then continue to pay for on a monthly basis, and I think the total was obscene. Like, the amount of money that goes out of my checkbook on a monthly basis that I was like, I don't go there. So my criteria for exercise places this year is that I can just give you $10 when I show up.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
And $10 seems reasonable for yoga, even
Yeah.
15, because I was paying like 150 a month
Yeah.
and going twice
Yeah. That's where
sometimes.
they get you. That's where they get you.
So those
Yeah.
that was my criteria, that I can just give you a $10 bill and maybe not buy a coffee.
There you go.
What
So
do you
let me I
it's
wanna go back to something else that you
okay.
said
Oh,
about
sorry, sorry.
that's okay, about the universe laying things out for you.
Right.
I think it it ultimately comes back to mindset and awareness. Like,
Mhm.
you're taking the time to stop, to breathe, to let your mind kind of chill out, and your mind as a practice, regardless of how long you're meditating in a daily basis, like 3 like, I meditate 3 to 10 minutes every day. Like, that's and to be honest, I've this past week, I haven't really done much. But anyway, the more you get into that routine, that's what increases that quote unquote muscle in your brain to notice things, to and in my mind, that's what it is. So you could believe it's the universe. That's fine. That's cool. And maybe it is the universe because the universe has got you to slow down and be more aware. But
It
that's
is wild.
ultimately in my mind what it is that it's
Yeah.
back to awareness. You're calmer, you're more open to it, and you're doing a little more in-depth thought around things.
It's that pause, right? Like that pause we're always talking about that lets you make a
Mhm.
good decision. It's the
Yeah.
same thing in retrospect, like being able to sit quietly and be like, "Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
now I get it. I get it." I'm not angry about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm not like overly excited about it, but I am like, "Oh, there you are. There's 100 things that have just lined up to, guide me in a direction." And I think a lot of it is this is like there are directions that I've wanted to go and I've just been too distracted, hyper
Yeah. Exactly.
worried, crazy. Like 2025, like I choose violence for 2025 was so accurate because man, that bitch turned around and went, "You choose violence? Hold my beer." I was like, "Oh, oh no, 2025, you choose violence." Oh. And I think that is what happened at the end of last year. Like it was a culmination of 2025 being like, let me show you.
Yeah.
Let me show you. You think you know.
Yeah. Yeah, 2825 ended with a I don't know, a big punch to the belly. At least for me, that's what it felt like. Like, it was just December I will happily forget the month of December in 2025.
I don't e I don't remember. Like I
Except for I don't know if we talked about our trip to Elizabeth Forward High School.
We didn't. We didn't
We didn't.
because it
I
happened
do
after.
I do wanna make one statement speaking about years, in the new year. It's 2026. We're halfway through January.
Wild.
Possibly this is because I'm doing dry January, but I feel as though it should be December of 2026 already. Like, I feel like we've it's so it
Action
just feels
packed?
like so much longer than just, like, a couple weeks. I don't know why. Like, a few other people have made statements about it. Like, is it just me? Like, is time going? Like, I can't and I'm not gonna open up the political bottle again, but I am gonna say it's only been a year. Like, we still have 3 more,
It's fine. This is fine. This is
and
fine.
possibly
We
more because 'cause we're just gonna rewrite the
No, no, no,
Constitution.
no.
So,
We're not.
okay,
We're not.
okay.
People aren't gonna let that
So,
happen. Right.
Elizabeth Forward.
I will comment. I will because I can't not say something else. Yes. I told somebody yesterday, this is like the 12th week of January, right? Like it just
Mhm.
feels like, and I was
Literally.
relaying to somebody yesterday, like events that happened like the 4th and the 5th of January. And I was like, way back then. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck me, that was a week ago.
Right.
Like this
Right.
everything that I am telling you happened last week.
It's it's baffling, bonkers. Bonkers is another word that I would like to use more
We
often.
gotta bring that back. We gotta bring that back.
Um, but yeah, it's just well, and speaking of January, dry January,
Try
you
January.
know what's not a super ton of fun when you're sober?
Going out to bowling?
Bowling. Bowling, yeah, because 'cause we're in a bowling league. I don't know if we talked about that, but go ahead.
We have not.
Let's talk about Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. First off, uh, Jackie Withrow Faircloth, thank you so much for being our friend. You are a quality human being, and
Mhm.
I am so so sorry for how we ended up being friends again. But I am super thankful that we are.
Yes, you are sunshine.
Literally, I didn't. There's a clip of the guy who hosted the Daily Show for a good time, for a good little bit, telling someone they were sunshine personified, and I think it's only because he hasn't met Jackie.
There you go. Yeah, but that's exactly what comes to my brain when I think about Jackie.
Me too. Me too. And how lucky Ed is that he was able to recognize what a quality human being he had in high school.
And they're just wonderful human beings together. Like,
Seriously.
it it's pretty fucking awesome. And
Yeah.
I've
Thanks,
really
guys.
only known them for, like, a couple of years now. So, um, anyway anyway, so I think before we took our break, we were talking about going to Elizabeth Forward.
Yeah,
So,
we had mentioned it.
for those of you that don't know, Jackie was invited to talk at the school about March 4th, which is their nonprofit that they started in memory of Tanner, their son, who died by suicide. And March 4th, if you haven't heard about that, you should probably go online and check it out. And what they do is they provide necessary items to inpatient. I don't know if I'm going to say it right. Now.
It doesn't matter. No one's
Okay.
checking.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
have a lot of
So,
fact checkers on this show.
okay. Um, but inpatient at Western Psych, is that what it's called? Okay.
You do
So
a little
anyway,
you do a little stint inpatient.
yeah. So, and when you go in, there's certain things that you can't have, and you don't know that when you go in. And so, what March 4th does is they provide Crocs and crew neck sweatshirts and sports bras. Is that it for now? They continue to add things that they are in need of. So they are working with Western Psych to provide these for patients, and it's a pretty amazing
It's a it's a great
organization.
idea.
Yeah.
It's a
So
great idea.
if you're gonna give money to someone, you should probably give it to them because that's where it should go. Anyway, so Jackie was asked to talk to the students at Elizabeth Forward High School, which is our alma mater, and Jackie asked us to join her because she didn't want to do it herself. I was not super excited about it because, amazingly enough, I don't like speaking in front of a lot of people. Um, but my sister immediately responded with
Yes!
extreme excitement that we would do this. So that's what happened.
I'm sorry. I always forget that one of us is shy, and one of us is like a little bit extroverted, but extroverted and shy don't necessarily relate to comfort speaking in front of a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
not
I
really.
always I always think everyone's better at it than I am, and really it is just a learned skill after 30 years of being a grown up and having to do that for a living.
No, I don't. I like sitting at my desk. I like being behind a camera. Or in this case, in front of the camera, but I'm still at my desk and there's nobody sitting in the crowd. So that's
Right,
cool.
right. I don't
Um,
have to look out on a bunch of teenagers.
right,
I'm sorry. But
right.
yes, I responded enthusiastically because I thought this would be a good time. Like, this'll be fun. This'll be fun. And
Um,
I wanted
Go
to
ahead.
get into my old high school and see what it looked like. Might have been a bit of
Amazingly,
a motivation.
it's the same.
I I don't understand how everything in our society has changed in the past 40 years except for this. Like, it is the same. And that I know that they've redone that building like 3 times since we've been they were doing construction in 91 when I graduated. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, it's less, it's brighter. I guess somebody finally realized that that would help if they're
right. Maybe we
stuck in
don't
there
paint
all
all of these
day.
walls gray.
Yeah, right. Like, I noticed that, like, there might be some more fun things, but for the majority of it, like, the cafeteria, I swear to God, looks exactly the same. We
Exactly the
weren't
same.
we didn't go in there, like, we just kinda passed it really quick, but
But I
I'm
was
pretty
like,
sure it's, like, the same chairs and everything, like, yeah, exactly
I
the same.
I had a craving for a churro as we walked past the cafeteria because that was like the new thing
Really?
you could get
Are they
in the morning.
churros?
Like, we didn't we didn't know what a churro was. And the
Yeah.
cafeteria was like, "We have churros for breakfast." They're right next to the cinnamon donuts. So,
I don't even remember breakfast.
I mean, it depend on what time your bus got. Well, you never rode the bus.
I rode the bus.
So, yeah, we had our breakfast table, me and Jenny Stein, Jenny Vallejo.
Oh,
"Hey, guys, welcome to the podcast." Um, and, Kelly and Alicia, like, we would go in there every day, and then we would head off to homeroom.
I was probably outside smoking. That's what I
Yeah,
was
you were
doing when everybody was eating
sorry,
breakfast.
we were we would go in there, I'd be like, "Did chemistry, chemistry, can someone tell me what to do before
Yeah.
we go to the" I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail." And by fail, I meant, get an A minus,
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were very different people in high school.
clearly,
Very different
clearly.
people.
Anyway, same it was the same place. We couldn't get in because now you have to, like, swipe a card, like, we're locking these kids down as we should.
Yeah,
Um,
which is the right thing to do. The 3 of us trying to use the computer, you would think that none of us had ever seen a fucking computer.
it had to be so funny for the kids to walk past. It was like when your mom first had to use her Mac
Yeah.
card in the grocery store.
Right, and but what do I do with this? Like,
Right.
I mean, in our defense, you put your driver's license up to it and it scans it, and it didn't want to scan any of our driver's
There was a
license.
there was a glare, I think.
I don't know, and I'm thinking back to it, like, that area was pretty dark too, like,
Right, right.
maybe we wanted to turn a light on. I don't know,
I don't hey,
but,
um,
it was pretty entertaining.
yeah, yes, and we ran into people that we knew from high school that teach there now, and d
And anyway, so Jackie and I were nervous wreck because neither of us wants to talk, and we both had like scripts and practice and practice and practice. And this asshole, being
what
my sister, um,
what?
doesn't even know what the fuck she's going to talk about, and is still finishing the PowerPoint.
It's I don't know if we've talked about this, but I have a attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
I don't want to hear
Um,
about it.
so I work really well under pressure, like, much
So,
to the chagrin of my coworkers. Chagrin.
yeah, so Jackie and I are standing there behind her talking about how if we were her, and my hands are sweating just talking about it, that we would be losing our minds. That's what we talked about. Anyway, so we each did our own little thing, and I think it went really well. And I know I talk about not wanting to do these things, but there's a reason that we do them. And we talked about it before, we talked about it after. And if we can just kind of get into one person or get across our point to one person that you're not alone and that there are places that you can go for help, that's why we're there. As much as we hate speaking, that's what we're doing. And
You guys did a great job.
wonderfully, after both sessions, because we did 2 sessions, there were kids who came up and talked to us and thanked us, shared their stories, asked us for some advice, and that was nice because it was just nice to know that some of them were listening. I think the first group was a little bit more engaged than the second group. There was one kid in the second group who was, like, right in my line of sight who kept talking, and I just wanted to be like, "Listen, motherfucker," which is why I can't. But, both groups were very attentive. Both groups, like, neither of them did I feel, disrespectful in any way whatsoever. But it was really nice to hear from some of them afterwards. Yeah, so thank you to the high school for letting us come in and see what the high school looks like now, and, uh, getting to make a difference. That's what we're trying to do.
Yes. It was very nice. It was very nice. It was very nerve-wracking, and I will admit that you and Jackie did a much better job. Um, and it reminded me that just because I do that all the time doesn't excuse me not being a little bit more prepared.
You did great.
I did fine. I did fine. It was an audience of, 16,
Yeah,
17-year-olds. Also, the difference between freshmen and seniors, I can't believe
yeah,
we let these kids go to the same school building.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Those older kids are grown-ups, and they are
Yeah,
fucking scary. Like, the one
right.
kid that kept chatting, I was like,
Yeah,
"Listen, I went to high school with you. I know who you are. Nothing changes here. Like,
yeah,
I can see your cool teacher over there reprimanding you."
yeah.
Like, there's a Mr. Vittori in every group. There's a like, I you can tell who the gym teacher is. Like, there's it's these are stereotypes for a reason, my jock friend. And also, does everyone in Elizabeth Forward play football? Because it looks like the whole 12th grade is on the football team.
Yeah, I don't remember really. I mean, I went to all the football games, like, I really enjoyed the football games. Uh, I really liked halftime shows of the football games.
You gotta love the band.
But I was also, like, a jock too. Like, I that was one of my personas. So I don't know. I don't think Elizabeth Forward is anything like Montour. Well, maybe they're all the same.
I feel like if you go in there and you spend any amount of time, I think that there are more people, so the individual groups are bigger. Is
Yeah.
the That's
Yeah,
my assessment of high school as someone who was in a high school for an hour and a half
yeah,
in the
yeah,
last 20 years. So, I
yeah,
mean, I'm obviously an expert,
definitely,
but
without a
yeah,
doubt.
that was a good time. I felt really good about that. Like
Mhm.
it was nice to hang out with Jackie and feel like she felt good about it. She's like, I'm
Yeah,
not doing it again,
yeah, yeah,
but
we both said we're not doing it again, but, we'll
I
probably
can't
do it
wait until
again.
I volunteer us.
Yeah, we'll probably do it again. And then afterwards, we went to the coffee shop, which the name is escaping me, Central Coffee something?
So yeah,
Um,
yep.
I loved it. I love it. That's where we went last time I went with her to the high school, and, I love it there. I want to make things to sell there, which is not good for me because I like to overcommit. My latest thing is I want to make candles.
I think you should. I mean, I think if you follow each one of these little things and just let it run its course, I think it's great.
I mean, here's the thing, I don't wanna go into like, I don't have any money to invest in anything anymore. I've that done ran out. Um,
But
I don't wanna I just wanna make candles, and I was like, I don't wanna go into it, like, to sell
hey,
them. I just wanna make them. But how many candles can one person have in their house? Like, I can't
you have relatives. You have
I do.
relatives.
Like, and I wanna
And
make fun candles. Like, they make so many molds that you can make so many cool things, and, like, that's what I wanna do. I've been watching a lot of candle making videos.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. You know what's happening right now outside in the universe? Somebody is moving on to those tumblers that you made
Yeah.
before
Mhm.
from candle making, and they
Yeah.
when they decided they wanted to do candle making, they went to Michael's and bought every candle making supply. And hopefully
Yeah.
what they're doing is going on Facebook Marketplace
And
and
selling
selling
that.
all of their stuff that you
That's what
can
I
get
should I
at a
I
discount.
do not have patience, though, to look for things like that. Like, I just wanna go on Amazon and get the kit that has all of the shit in it already.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But I fear that should I do that and it show up at the house, I don't think candle making is something I can hide from Noah, and
Where
he might kick me out.
where did these candles come from? Hilarious, hilarious. So what
It's
type of episode is this? Is this the bonus Substack?
I think and well, no, because I think we have to introduce it to everybody, so I think this one we'll throw it
Just
out there, we'll
normal.
do a little bit of editing, let everybody know it's kind of just the introduction to the year, and, we will start our next recording, we will split it into our talk about meditation for fidgety skeptics, and the other half will be just like this with us 2 chatting,
Cameron away. And Becca, don't
and
forget Becca.
Becca, we'll do it on a more
Reasonable time.
acceptable time and day. That's what we could do. Um, I am going to download the 10% happier. Well, I downloaded it already. I just have to log in. So I have to go in my email and find my free thing.
It's
Um,
it, it's it's
oh,
it's
I have
hard.
one.
So much is hard. Like,
I have I have one more thing I wanted to talk about.
do it.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to let everybody know my true age. I am now I got a bowling ball for Christmas years old. Yes. Yes, that
It's
is
the
where I
best
am in life.
time.
We go to so Noah did so for anybody who doesn't know, if I haven't talked about it, Noah and I joined a bowling league because that's also how old we are. Um, it's every other Saturday and it's actually fun and we drink and we have fun. We both suck at bowling. We're both pretty bad. Um, My favorite thing is when, like, practice bowlers try to give me advice, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm just throwing the ball." Like, I can't
So, I should follow through then. Right. No, it makes
like,
sense. Thank you.
what you need to do is aim. I don't understand how
Right,
you think
right,
I'm aiming. Like, I literally just tell people, "Stop right there." I'm not
right.
even trying. Like, anyway, so I got a ball. So we go to the ball shop. Noah researches this, and we find the best ball shop in the area. And we walk into the best ball shop in the area. It's pretty small. It's in a bowling alley, a very nice bowling alley in Mount Lebanon.
Where
It's
else would it be?
much nicer than we bowl every other Saturday, which is in a dungeon. Um, we go into the little shop, and there's a lot, like, it's a popular place. There's a line. So we're talking about the balls. I'm talking about which ball I want. I went in there wanting like a lighter, glittery ball, but I wasn't really seeing what I wanted, and then I saw one, and I was like, "Ooh, I kinda like that one." It's almost black. Like, it's actually black and a very dark red kind of mixture. I don't know why, it just kind of stuck out, and,
Spoke to you.
it was
The
called
ball
black.
finds the bowler.
Yes, it's called black cherry, and, as we were standing there, I was like, "That would be so much fun if it smelled, like scratch and sniff." So the
Stop it.
guy, it's our turn, and he comes out to help us, and I was like, "Well, I throw an 8-pound ball." And he was like, "Oh, well, then you have these 3 to choose from." I said, "Okay, I can throw a 10-pound ball. Like, let's go to the black cherry." He said, "Okay, well, these ones, you have black cherry, you have birthday cake, you have key lime." Like, he's naming all things that smell really good, right?
Oh my god.
And I said, "Ooh," I said, "That would be awesome if they actually smelled like that." And he was like, "They do." I said, "Excuse me?"
I'm sorry, what?
It's a very
How
small space, so
how?
everybody is now listening to our conversation. And I said, "You're lying." He said, "No, I'm not. Here, let me go grab one and you could smell it. Like a new one, a
Let
fresh
me
one per se."
now, I'm I've been in situations before where people have been like, "Hey, I spilled something on the crotch of my pants."
Right, smell my balls. Which I actually want that story from you now. But
It was the '90s. I wasn't yeah, you don't want that nobody wants that Carry on.
so I'm like, I don't. I said, you're messing with me, right? Like, you are you you're just making this up because you want to see me, and everybody else here wants to see me put this ball up to my nose. Like, this is you're not being real." And the guy he was like, it's very yeah.
No,
And
se he's like, "No, seriously."
he held the ball up. Noah was like, "Sarah, smell the ball." So I smelled the ball. Guess what?
Smells like black
Smells like black
cherry.
cherry.
He didn't just shove it right into your face and see if
He
he could smash your nose.
He didn't. No, he didn't. But
That was the
from
other thing I was
there,
thinking of.
I was super, super excited to talk to people about smelly balls. So,
I
and I
can't
used
with
it
you.
Saturday for the first time, and it's really heavy, and I sucked worse than I ever have. So,
There's a reason maybe you had the ball that you had. I'm just I'm just saying.
yeah,
Maybe
that
there's a
was
reason that you were limited to the children's balls.
yeah. I'll get it. I'll get it. It'll be fine. It'll be
Are you
fine.
carrying it around the house just as practice?
Yeah, I was doing that for a couple days, like just getting it out and like doing bicep curls with it.
Exercises?
hmm The first time I threw it though, I had my thumb caught in it a little bit, and it did one of those where it went up and slammed down. I went, "Ooh, this is gonna be a long night." And I'm sober all night. Whoa.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
Like, we play
Um,
3 games, and it's the long like, it's 18 hours when I'm drinking. When I'm sober, 7,000 hours is what it was
that's why
like.
January seems so long for you, I think, because 'cause you're not drinking.
Might be. I appreciate not having a hangover, though, and I feel pretty
Yeah.
good, so that's good.
Oh. I think maybe I'm just the sober. I think I'm just sober. Like, I have no desire anymore, like, it doesn't taste good, and even, like, afternoon drinking, like,
Yeah.
I end up with a hangover by, like, 6 o'clock. I'm like, "This none of this feels good. None of this
Yeah.
feels good or fun." But then when everyone like, when I go to work things and everyone's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll have it. I'll have a drink, thanks."
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely
Then
have
I
to
have
do work things.
and then I have 2, and then my face gets all red, and I'm like, "Alright, well, I've had enough."
You didn't practice enough.
I know, I feel like I'm letting I feel like I'm letting my genes down, like, they're there and they're ready for it, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's a shame.
I
It's
was
a
gonna
shame.
get some non-alcoholic beer. I've heard that the Heineken Zero is actually pretty good, so I might try it because I do actually like the taste of beer. Like, I drink
It's
it, I get drunk and all, but I do actually like the taste. Like, I will, if we go out, have a beer with dinner,
yeah,
mostly
beer
because they
tastes
serve
good with
Pepsi
pizza.
products.
I sat next to somebody at a function, and I was because like, "Yeah, I'll just have a Coke." They were like, "Do we have Pepsi products?" I'm like, "Oh, just a water
Yep.
or
Yeah.
a Bloody Mary." Do you have Bloody Marys? Because that's
Yeah.
the alternative.
That's what I typically just go, "Oh, okay, I'll have a Miller Lite." Um, okay. So, all right, are you ready to wrap up? Do you have anything else?
I think, I will go into 2026 with a much less aggressive, uh uh, taunt for the
Mhm.
year, if you will. Like, it's not me choosing violence this year. It is, I am, I'm gonna tell 2026 I am interested to see the chaos. Show me your chaos, I think is what I am gonna tell 2026 to do. I am open to, like, there are a lot of changes happening at work. Olivia's going into her senior year next year, and that
Yeah.
is wild because it is time to start thinking about, like, internships and all of this, and
Owen will be a
crazy.
senior in high school.
Right, show me your chaos. Show me your chaos, 2026. Let's get down. Let's get down. Let's see what happens.
I
Let's
don't
show me the chaos, let me look for the opportunity in it, and, I have a lot more
Yeah.
respect for these years now that 2025 was like, "Ha ha."
Yeah. I think, 2026 is just I'm gonna try to increase my openness, my awareness, my that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not going to yeah,
Yeah,
2026,
you're not my bitch. You're
we'll work together.
clearly
2026,
in charge.
let's work together.
Right, I'm a humbled human being after 2025.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just work together.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness gracious. Alright, I have to go put deodorant on because I have literally sweat through this shirt.
All right, I have to go clean this house. Uh, okay.
Enjoy.
All right, everybody. We will see you talk to you next week. Love you. Bye.
Alright. Love you, bye.